Good morning and welcome to my car. Thankfully we're not staying it because we're going outside. I can't wait. I'm really excited today. The sun is shining. It's a little bit blustery. We have 9 miles to cover and I am on the Jurassic Coast UNESCO World Heritage Site. So I'm super excited. Covers 96 miles, 185 million years of geological time span. I've done lots of different walks throughout the Jurassic Coast, so definitely check them out. And I'm parked sort of on the outskirts of Weymouth right now. Portland is just over there, the Isle of Portland. We've got the Purbeck Hills all around us. And it's all rather beautiful today. So this walk is going to go up to the Osmington White Horse, so built in 1808, King Charles III, or it's of King Charles III. We're going to go up over White Horse Hill and down to Osmington and then back along the coast. So it'll be a really nice sort of mixture of rolling hills and rugged coastline. And actually the coastline here is famous for its ammonites, but I believe the tide is coming in, so I may miss the opportunity to go fossiling. Never mind. So I'm pretty much ready to go. I'm just going to chuck my jacket on and get my boots on and then I'm good to walk, man. Are you excited? I'm excited. We're going for a walk. 3, 2, 1, let's go!
I was parked in Bowleaze, towards the eastern end of Weymouth, and with my bag packed, I headed off along the road towards the waterside holiday park and spa, where I picked up a small footpath running alongside a bunch of caravans. It felt amazing to be out, and I savoured the sweet-smelling blossom that lined the trail, and the songs of all the birds, as if rejoicing the possibilities of a brand new day.
Can you see this little robin? He's just like flown right up to me. I think I'm going to scare it. It's so close. Hey you! You're a bit nice. I'm sorry if I scare you. Look at him. Pretty bold little chap, or lass. Oh, so beautiful. Oh, cool. Look at this. That's an epic tree. What is this? Oh, some kind of willow. Nice. You could climb up on there and then over the river, or stream anyway. God, it's very clear. That's impressive. It's like a little mangrove forest. Should I try and go up the tree? Make sure my camera doesn't fall out. I keep dropping it at the moment. It's not a good habit. Let's have a look. I'm gonna fall and die. This is it. Girl dies in stream in the Purbeck Hills. One-handed. Look at that. Ah! Kind of cool. And here's the fun thing. I reckon I could jump to that. You ready? Just make sure my camera's zipped up properly. Stay. Ready? 3, 2. I'm scared. 1, go. Whoa! Ah, such fun. Right, we actually have a walk to do here. Let's go. Blossom, robins, rivers, it's all going on. Oops. So I made it out of the park, but that's because I got pointed in a direction. The security guard comes out and is like, you do realise this is private property and are you really here? Like, are you staying here? I was like, no. So he pointed me to the way out. Apparently the footpath sort of skirts around the edge, but I completely missed it. So never mind, we're free of that. No stress. Let's keep trying to find a footpath and hopefully not irritate anyone else.
I was now in Preston and made my way towards the Bridge Inn, which directed me towards a quiet residential road that I followed until it became a track.
Here we go. Public footpath heading off to the left. Nice. Man, I'm loving this. So beautiful. Just the sun's still coming up. It's really warming up when you're out the wind as well. Birds are singing, the breeze through the trees. I mean, If this isn't happiness, I don't know what is. Ooh. Alright, which one do I want? Straight on or right? That's the question.
The open fields provided awesome views all around, but perhaps most notable to me was the wooded slopes of Chowbury Hill, an old Iron Age hill fort and scheduled ancient monument.
Climbing up higher into the hills, certainly feeling warm now as well. But it's so cool because you can see the ridge sort of extending round. And it's not difficult to understand how so many myths and legends were born in places like this. I mean, in my mind, this ridge is kind of like the back of a sleeping dragon. Don't want to weigh that one up. It's pretty big. We have a stile and a road. That's cool when there's the coordinates on the signposts. I quite like that.
I was now on the South Dorset Ridgeway, which runs for 17 miles as an inland option as part of the Southwest Coastal Path. It follows in the footsteps of the people who would have lived and roamed in the lands over 5,000 years ago.
What have we got here then? Osmington, 2 3/4. Skadoosh. Head in, around, and then up. Morning, sheepies. Look at this dude. Sorry. Oh. Really is very simple walking once you're up here, just following the ridge. There are a few paths that I could take, but I'm just trying to stay high. Of course, the White Horse generally looks better when you're looking across from the coast, but that's to come a little bit later in the walk.
Unsurprisingly, the ridge was lined with burial mounds, or round barrows, most commonly constructed during the Bronze Age to mark the burial sites of significant members of the community.
So look here. Oh no, sign's broken. Sad times. Osmington. This way. Whew, officially hot. I need to take my jacket off in a minute. You see this sign here? Says White Horse. So the White Horse is down there. Now I went down there once before and I never actually managed to find the White Horse, bearing in mind the fact that it's massive. So I'm not going to embarrass myself again today, and I'm just going to keep walking. But as I've mentioned before, the white horses, or white horses in general, pretty much always look way more spectacular from a distance. So I'm really looking forward to that a little bit later when we hit the coast. So yeah, if you wanted to make this walk a little bit shorter, you could head down there. Oh man, it's so bright. But I'm going to continue along the ridge for a little bit longer, maybe a mile longer, and then we'll start to drop down to Osmington itself. Ugh, so noisy. There you go, there's another route down to Osmington. Signing is so good up here.
With the air temperature rising, I pressed on along the ridge, losing myself in the sights and sounds of spring, with skylarks singing overhead and fields rippling therapeutically in the wind.
So nice to have the campions just lining the hedge here. Beautiful pinks, and occasionally catch some glimpses of bluebells, which are just about going over now. See, towards the middle end of May. Really beautiful. So look here. Here we go, Osmington. 3/4 of a mile. Nice one. Along this track into the village. Through the gate. This is quite exciting. Obviously we're on this separate ridge now. I can just see the White Horse coming into view. Oh man, it's so cool.
King Charles III was a regular visitor to Weymouth and named it the first resort during his reign. The figure of him on a horse is 280 feet long and 323 feet tall, an impressive sight on a clear and sunny day. After taking it all in, I continued along the track for a little while longer before dropping down back into civilization.
Here we are then, so steadily dropping down into Osmington, just a nice collection of buildings on the busy road. Before we drop down to the coastal path though, or cut across the coastal path even, I really want to go and check out the church, St Osmund's Church, because it dates right back to 1170, so the 12th century. Let's go see if we can find it. Here we go. Wind's picking up. Alright, let's have a look.
Walking through the village, I was interested to check out the unusual thatched bus shelter, which is also a scheduled war monument built for David Edward Perry Jones, who died in action in 1944. Next, I took a detour off the route as I wanted to see the oldest building in the village, St Osmund's Church. On the way, I passed by the house where John Constable, a leading landscape artist in the 19th century, spent his honeymoon in 1816. St Osmund's Church was originally built in 1170, but has had alterations and additions made right up until the 19th century. The area caught the sun beautifully and filled me with a great sense of calm and peace.
Here we go. So I decided I'm going to take the footpaths after all, because I want to get to here. Oh, she starts falling over a stick. 1 mile. Let's go. Morning, cowies. Morning. Morning. Oh, hello. Hey, look, my first poppy of the season. So beautiful. How vibrant that red is. And yet it's so delicate as well. Love it.
The coastal path near Osmington Mills actually stays inland, but I wanted to check out the Smugglers Inn, famed throughout the area for its history as the headquarters of the French smuggler Pierre Latour, and being one of the main landing places for smuggled goods during the 17th century. Sadly, the inn was shut when I popped by, so I did a swift U-turn, rejoined the trail, and headed on along the southwest coastal path.
I love all these little paths. They sort of feel like smugglers' paths. Imagine coming up here, having looted some ship on the shore, rolling up barrels of rum, or whatever else they can find. Ammunition. I quite struggle with that one. Yes, ammunition and rum. What more do you need?
The trees offered some blissful shade, but soon the path climbed upwards and on to the top of the cliffs.
This here is quite interesting. So you can see all the trees below me. This looks like a slump. So a slump is a type of coastal erosion where the land just sort of drops down due to the undercutting of the waves and lots of other reasons. But what it often creates is this sort of microclimate, this little niche landscape for different flora and fauna species to thrive. We've sort of just come through a little forest, and yeah, there's lots of coves along this stretch of coastline, but it is kind of interesting just to be able to see it from up above, how obviously that's much lower than the sort of height of the cliffs that we're following. 3.5 miles, nice one. And then you can just see one of the adventure centres, outdoor education, cool obstacle courses. Interesting, very interesting. Danger of cliff falls. Well, I kind of have to get there somehow, so let's see what we can make of this. You can see we're here, so I need to go up to the road, along the road, and cut across inland again. That's a shame due to coastal erosion, a landslip. Dope. Never mind. I mean, I could try it, but I feel like I'm supposed to be responsible in these videos. So, let's go back inland. Never mind. It's all good. Just adding on a couple, well, about probably an extra mile or so. But that's all right. Nothing we can't handle. Oh man, I love signs like these. But if you do 20, you're speeding. Do not speed, 19.5 only. Here we go, Osmington. Let's just cross over real quick. Try not to die. Happy days. Alright, so let's keep continuing up here, and then I should be able to find another footpath on the left. And I'll cut back down to the coast. Oh, there's a footpath. Went past that.
Rejoining the coastal path, I was treated to further views over the White Horse. Gallant and proud, it inspired me, and I felt grateful to live in a country that works hard to protect its heritage and history throughout time.
Here we go then, so the wind is picking up once more, it's quite icy, and the temperature definitely drops when the sun goes behind the clouds. We've just gone past Redcliffe Point, obviously all of this erosion going on the coast here, all the slumping and the sort of crumbling of the cliffs. But down on the beach again, this is another hotspot for ammonites and different fossils and things that you can find. I'm going to leave that today because I've completely forgot the last hour about my meeting, so I'm kind of tight now. But we're just coming down into the collection of houses and the road that my car is on. I've really enjoyed this walk. It's been such a nice morning to get out and just amble around the hills and on the coastal path. You know, we've had the White Horse, we've had spectacular views over Portland and the coast. So I really hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. I wanted to say thanks for coming along. Obviously not a long walk, but not every walk needs to be long. There's often plenty to see along the way, and slowing down is such a gift, being able to just absorb every little gem that you can spot along the way that you might otherwise miss. So yeah, thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoy your next adventure wherever it may take you, and until then, you know what we say, stay wild. I'll see you soon.